Hello, let's get down to business without the big introduction, shall we? Of course, because that's the best way to do this. Today, I'm going to give you 10 unique and powerful ways to show character fear without the normal body shakes or screaming that you might associate with that emotion. The reason being is that everyone reacts to situations differently, so you want your characters reacting to fearful situations differently from each other to make it all more fun. Some might have no reaction to something that might throw another person right through the loop. So here we go, starting with, as always, number 1, over-controlled behavior. Instead of losing control, oh my god, have them hyper-controlled. Maybe they do the deliberate controlled breathing, something like box breathing. They hold for a few seconds, let it out for the same amount of time, and then, well, hold the empty lungs, or as empty as it can be, for the same amount of time. Or it could be measured speed or controlled movements. A controlled movement could be something like this, turning book pages very slowly. Or something as simple as slowly picking up their water mug or coffee cup and slowly drinking it. And slowly putting it down deliberately, almost over-exaggerating it like this. And measured speech could also be something like this. I am going to go to the next point, which is number 2, fixation on irrelevant details. They latch onto something trivial like a stain, or counting ceiling tiles or floor tiles, or if they have them there, it could be a defense or escape mechanism, or they could just simply be in denial of what is happening, as in they are avoiding the real threat. Number 3, they have a delayed reaction to their danger. This could be similar to a freeze response, which I will go into greater detail later, so stay tuned. Don't flip away. It could also be a pause, confusion, or numbness before they get smacked like a ton of bricks. Their fear manifests as denial. They could also have, number 4, inappropriate calm or humor. This character channels their inner Ricky Gervais or Bill Burr at a time that would clearly not call for jokes. This can make their fear more unsettling because you don't know what's going to happen. You can also have avoidance through action. Number 5, that is. They suddenly become very busy, cleaning their home or checking gear. Jesus, oh my goodness. This would be most likely be hearing some unsettling news that might be breaking down on the later in the day or week or sometime later, and not having an intruder breaking into their home. In other words, use this for an impending disaster. Like I said, that could be happening later in the day or week, and not right at that second, because generally it wouldn't really make sense for somebody to be facing down the barrel of a gun from an intruder and just let me make my home presentable. Of course, they might do that as a distraction, then whip out the gun and shoot the guy back before they shoot them. Number 6, of course, is subtle voice changes. Their voice doesn't suddenly get shaky and they don't start crying like Niagara Falls. Maybe their voice gets too quiet like this. Did you see that? It's terrifying. Or maybe they start talking too fast, like, did you see that? It's terrifying. Or maybe they get overly formal, something like this. I trust you witnessed that as well. It is deeply concerning. That could be something like a Spock character or Vulcan from Star Trek if you're doing a Star Trek fan fiction, or maybe if you're commissioned to write a Star Trek novel or something like that, or basically anybody who just speaks that way normally when they're fearful or something like that. Anyway, number 7, tunnel vision. This character, when they feel fear, they start to focus on one thing. Perhaps they're in a situation where they might be mugged. Oftentimes, and this is my experience anyway, a criminal will first observe a potential victim, then in an interview stage then go to the attack mode. I experienced this, I know this because I experienced that once when I was in an unfamiliar city. Some guy got me to the interview stage. He had his hand behind his back like this, so I knew he probably had some type of weapon. Can't confirm it, luckily. But I brought my hands up because he was asking me if I had any money to buy anything, like tickets for a concert. I think, can't quite remember, as though 20 years ago anyway. But anyway, the guy, I do remember him having his hand behind his back, and so I brought my hands up like this to defend myself in case he did make the move. And I saw him, a very strong voice told him, no, I had no money to buy anything, and well, the guy turned and walked away. Lucky for me. Anyway, so in a potential mugging scenario, if you have a character being interviewed by the criminal, have them focus on the hand at the back, if that's what you're going to have, or the eyes of the potential criminal, because remember, the eyes are the window to the soul. Yeah. Number 8. Misremembering or confusion. This could often happen in the aftermath of a traumatic incident, and the police are interviewing the victim and or witnesses. This is why eyewitness testimony is often considered unreliable. The character might forget something obvious, like the color of the perp's hair or any other distinguishing features. They could also mix up key details or struggle to process information. Number 9. Physical stillness. Something mentioned before, but this is the freeze response. They're like, they don't shake. They don't run. Their whole body goes numb, and they can't move. Oh my god, what's gonna go? You see this sometimes when possums, who aren't actually playing possum, they freeze. When they freeze, they are actually truly so terrified that they can't actually move. I might in the future expand on this part of a fear response, but essentially the person realizes they can't fight or run. This is like a subconscious thing, and they just freeze and try not to draw attention to themselves by making themselves smaller, maybe like that, and hide or something. And then finally, number 10, over-aggression or irritability. Some people, instead of running or hiding from their danger, they come back out and attack it, like that. They might have the attitude of it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. They mask their fear with anger and violence. So there you have it. My 10 ways to show fear in a character that does not necessarily mean without using, shall we say, screaming and yelling or the shaking in fear. And I hope it did. Hope you liked the video and that it helps you with your own writing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what subject matter you would like me to cover in the future. Have a great day and a great week. I will see you in 7 days. So long, everybody. Yahoo.